will put it away to start the game. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So Hawaii's offense will take the field first. And we'll get a quick look at one of the early leaders for the Heisman. Winning the award as a running back certainly demands something beyond the normal. He's going to have to put together a stellar season, David.
No, he will. And listen, it's hard for running backs to get this award. Now, it is a quarterback award, but recent years, Ashton Jeanty, you saw him there. But you got to be the catalyst. You got to be the straw that stirs the drink. You got to put up huge numbers. So far, Palmer, he's been a catalyst. He's been great. He's just going to have to keep it going.
And his numbers are pretty good now. I think they have a chance to get even better. When you look at the schedule moving ahead, they're going to have to force-feed him the football. He's going to have to play big in those games if they're going to keep winning. So keep an eye on this guy as a Heisman favorite because he's got that kind of ability.
Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. And the Rainbow Warriors want to pick up the tempo. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air, it's Applewhite. Might be looking to run. Fires to the middle. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it. The deeper into the season we get, the more they win, the greater their confidence that they can finish strong here in the Big 12.
Heck yeah, Reese. The bigger the expectations get, the bigger the consequences get for every single game. So you know this league is tough. You know there's always a lot of points scored. You know there's playoff implications possibly down the road. So this team's got to continue to stay on course and continue to do what they've been doing.
No doubt about it. All their goals still out ahead of them right now in play. The thing they've been really good at doing, outside of just being a talented football team and showing up, is that they've got their head where it needs to be every single week. Doesn't matter who they're playing at an extremely high level, just taking it one game at a time. They got to do it again today.
Here comes the heat. He's open on the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Rainbow Warriors will have it 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. He caught it. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Swings it out to the flat. And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. Flips it out in the flat. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. They will score! Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors!
And it doesn't get any better than that. You script the first 10 plays, that was 10 plays. That was perfection. That was a touchdown. That's called good scouting, being ready for the football game, and executing to a T to start this game off.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Handoff from the gun. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Touchdown, Hawaii. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
That defenses are always trying to force turnovers, to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And I tell you what, I love this call early in the game. You know why? You get your quarterback hit early. He gets hit. Wait a minute. Nerves settle. Everything's good. You show the defense that he's a threat to run the football. I love that call early in the football game.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Beautifully thrown ball, terrific catch, and they'll have the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Got it in the middle, it's Dickey.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And I think this offense is going to start to get a little frustrated. Back-to-back drives, they've had some success, but they find a way to shoot themselves in the foot. And right here, they don't protect their guy. And now, 3rd and long situation.
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. The Sun Devils will bring the punt team onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 15. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Makes the grab. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. And the Rainbow Warriors come to the line in the hurry-up. He wants to change this route. Looking for a man. It's Applewhite. Steps away. Rolling right and going deep. He's got it along the sideline. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
What a start for this offense throwing the ball. I love how they've come out in this game, and they've been aggressive. They've already scored a touchdown, and here they are taking another shot and getting a big play. If you're on defense, you have got to find a way to slow this quarterback down.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. The throw. Catch in the middle. It's Johnson. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Offense in an empty set. Wants to keep it in the air. He's going for the big play. And this is dropped. Oh, my goodness. It was just too easy, and he didn't look it in. I mean, not only were those two guys not on the same page, I don't think they were in the same playbook. They barely looked like they were on the same team. Now it's 3rd down. He'll take another shot here. Makes the catch. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Hawaii. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
And he takes this from inside the 5. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. He'll start this drive going to the air. Sets up the screen. Turning it on. Brought down at the 26 after a 15-yard pickup. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. To the air on 1st down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And the Sun Devils now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. To the air on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Sticky. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the 1st quarter. Guys, it is Hawaii who will carry the lead to the quarter break. And largely dominated this 1st quarter as indicated by the stats. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Sticky. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. They go to the ground. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. The Sun Devils can really attack on this 2nd and short. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the 2nd quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. This is going to be a 46-yard field goal attempt. Right down the boulevard. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, rivalry game in the SEC. Of course, that's almost redundant in that league, but check this out. LSU delivered the type of thrashing generally reserved for homecoming games in Baton Rouge. Thing is, this was a road victory, and a win like this is going to resonate throughout the SEC. Each week in the SEC, the tests are just so tough.
Lost one deep down the right side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got some room to run.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the start of it.
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks, that's just ridiculous.
Complete to the right. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. They booted away. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get...
He's looking deep. Makes the catch on the left.
What a throw on 1st down, the first play of the drive. And I think sometimes quarterbacks are given an alert on a specific play. And what that means is maybe the ball was supposed to go to somebody else. But in pre-snap, if the quarterback sees a matchup he likes, he's given the green light to take the shot. And I think that's exactly what happened on that play.
Still looking, on the move. Blasted as he lets it go. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Wells. His defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. The Rainbow Warriors headed quickly to the line. Wants to throw again. Working the middle, it's complete. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Back to throw, it's Applewhite. Snagged in the middle, it's Reeder. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. And the Rainbow Warriors have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Reeder. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Quickly complete. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Warriors!
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
On the run from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. From the gun, the ground game. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Defense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football on the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll try the run. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. And the Sun Devils line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the coverage team will get to it, and they'll down it just inside the 30. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Dropping back, it's Applewhite. He's moving out of the pocket. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix?
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Finds a tight end. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The Rainbow Warriors are in the hurry-up, making side adjustments here. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. He caught it, and he will score! Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors!
And man, the defense defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. The give on the inside. He stopped in the backfield again. This defense trying to send a message he'll have to carry into halftime. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll go to work in the air on second down. He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety. They'll get set for the free kick after the safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. All wideouts, no backs. Dropping back, it's Applewhite. Quickly to the tight end. He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. The short hand, it's Reeder. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49, a big pickup there. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Wells. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can't stop the clock. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. And the Rainbow Warriors have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Forced out of the pocket. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Well, this is huge for this defense because they're playing against a Heisman-caliber quarterback, a guy that can hurt them in a variety of ways. They better be able to get pressure on them throughout the course of this game. They did right there.
Snagged out of the air. The offense will quickly use the timeout. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. Out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Nothing went right in that first half in the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
Wants to go up top on first down. And the defense, got him at the 27. The Sun Devils with a long way to go after the loss on the last play.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back to get the...
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield. And the Sun Devils send out the punt unit.
Number 92, on to kick it away.
And this punt will be down just inside the 30-yard line. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. Back to pass, it's Applewhite. Bringing the heat. And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. The Rainbow Warriors want to crank the tempo.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they better get ready again.
He's going to let it go. Makes the grab on the left side. Off to the races. Touchdown, Hawaii. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
This offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field, and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
Arizona State, 3.
Bringing it back. And the returner will be brought down. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. You can dance around and look for space, or you can throw the stiff arm at him. He gets it out to the 17. The Sun Devils can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. And the Sun Devils will line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. He gets a block. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. To the air, it's Applewhite. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Makes the grab at the 30. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. This offense capable of exploding at any moment. Now they're set up inside the 30 with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
That's reeled in. It's Wells. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. Quarterback making adjustments. Gonna look downfield again. Makes the grab. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's gonna be a touch short.
Now, a 4th down.
Tries to get it on the ground. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. And the Rainbow Warriors will hustle to the line. The snap sets up to throw. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Leaves it with the back. Jukes his way for more. Gives him a little breathing room. Picks up 5 and gets it to the 7-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He'll keep it himself. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Gain of 5.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
First down for the offense.
He'll pull it on the read. Makes it past the marker. And makes the tackle at the 23 after he got 10. The Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Stewart. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. You really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10. It's complete to the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. And the Sun Devils with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. On target. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
Tackle is made.
6th play of the drive coming up.
And that's good enough for 1st down.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. To the air on 1st down. Wide open downfield. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So 1st down will open up the final period. Looking to throw on 1st down. He wants it all. Touchdown, Arizona State! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
Number 82.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
Here he comes from inside his own 5.
Well, that is a very disappointing kickoff return. They've got to do a better job up front blocking these guys running down the field. There was just nowhere for that return man to go.
Looking to throw, it's Applewhite. Unloads it left. Makes the catch. It's Reeder. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Wells. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
Well, he's putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. With that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw on 1st down. He turns that loose down the right side.
And it's nice to be a QB in this.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. The Rainbow Warriors have it with a 1st and goal. Wants to throw it. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Hawaii! And they take it in for 6 more points. They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Well, the last time they had it, the long field didn't bother them in the least, and they'll try to do it again. Got it in the middle. It's Babers. We've seen this from this sophomore, so dangerous after he makes the grab. You get a play like that and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The Sun Devils trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Tight end now in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. And the Sun Devils with the 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
College football, man, there's so much speed on the field now. Your safeties are smaller, they're quicker, they're faster, they're more versatile than ever. They can rush the passer. You can send them at any time. Great job by the free safety, getting to the quarterback, getting the big sack.
Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy, and because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football, and that's why they find themselves trailing here late in the 4th quarter.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. With the catch, it's Babers. Turns it on down the left side. Touchdown, Sun Devils! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
The Hawaii offense returns to the field. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking downfield, it's Applewhite. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. On the run deep down the right side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Throws to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete on 4th down, but hold on just a second. We've got to see what the flag's about. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. Offense in a bunch formation. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Hauls it in. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And that's the advantage of being a big wide receiver, because now you're a big target. And on these slant routes, you don't have to run the perfect route, but you can use your size and your physicality to get the job done almost every time.
And sometimes you've got to know when to give it up, right? As a quarterback, you feel it. You can't hold it that second too long when bad things can really happen. You could tell the clock went off, and he was throwing that puppy away.
Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Here's the Heat. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
Man, do I love being a defensive lineman in games like today when you know you got to go get the quarterback. Like, they're down on the other side. They have to throw the football. Only chance they have to...
And that one is picked off in the end zone.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passion, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Scanning the field, it's Applewhite. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like, they're staying aggressive late in the game. They've built a cushion. They've built a lead. But you could just tell the confidence and the swagger they have. They've been able to do what they want today, take care of business. And this is an offense that I think is going to continue to grow.
Here's the pressure. Had to get rid of it quickly. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete. They had the big play to start the drive, but a couple of misfires now leaves us with 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. And the Rainbow Warriors in the hurry-up. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Zings it complete to the right. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. He wants to throw it again. Finds his big tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down.
That is exactly what I would tell this quarterback to do. Throw that ball away. Don't force it. Don't create a turnover down here in the red zone. We still got a few more downs to go. Nice job by the QB with the decision-making.
It's hard to throw the ball down here in the red zone, man. These windows are tiny, and that's why the teams that can run the ball the best generally are the best red zone offenses.
And the offense doesn't bat an eye. They'll stay on the... Going for the goal line. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And the returner will be brought down. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Pulls and fires complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Ball's on the 16, and they need 6 on 2nd down. Quick completion to the right. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. The Sun Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll do it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Sun Devils will call on their punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game. Well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many.
Makes the grab on the right. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam. The defense finally got it. The Rainbow Warriors want to move quickly. Looking to throw, it's Applewhite. Quarterback extends the play. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. First and goal. He'll set up to throw. Trying to find the end zone. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
65, Arizona State, 17.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. From the gun, running back gets to give. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Wants to go up top. They get to him as he throws.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and get into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Sun Devils will send out the punt unit. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. To the air, it's Applewhite. Looking for a huge play. Reels it in down the left side. Open spaces. And that's how you finish it off. Scoring on the final play of the game doesn't affect the outcome. Just a little cherry on top of the sundae. So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They dealt with it now. They got